Good afternoon, Murphyites, and welcome to another. I hope you'll find this an interesting video. I'm with the one and only, the beautiful Norwegian princess, Missy Jen, here today. And we're going to do something that few people ever do when they do reviews on products that they purchase. And these, arguably, Missy Jen, will be the most useful reviews because 5 years ago, I purchased the LG Combo Washer Dryer due to space limitations here in the laundry room. It's a combination laundry room and pantry that you can see here. We have done 3 reviews so far, Missy Jen, since I purchased this in 2000 and I think 2000, late 2011, actually 2012, 2013. We did a review in 2014, 2015, 2016. We should have done one in 2018. It's early 2019. This will be the 4th review of the 5 years that we have been using the LG washer dryer combo. And pardon my mid-Atlantic pronunciation of washer here, but it has been, it was not cheap. It was about $1,200, but what it did, Missy Jen, is it saved space here. And it made it so I didn't have to double stack and lose the storage space that I needed above. Well, we only had one service call back in 2000, I think it was 2016. The guy came in.
Right.
The panel control up front would no longer work for starting, so we had to engage kind of a manual mode to do that, and I'll have Missy Jen explain that. So Missy Jen, back in, after about 2 years of service, you were using it one day and suddenly it just stopped.
Yeah, it just stopped and wouldn't do anything.
Wouldn't do anything.
No lights, nothing.
Yep, and I ended up taking
Push
the
the
whole...
button, nothing happened.
I ended up taking the whole, and we'll turn that off, or it is off now, but I ended up taking off, I ended up doing removing and looking at circuit boards and testing circuit boards. I could never figure out why it did that. And we finally ended up, we had a devil of a time finding somebody that would service this. I finally got a Polish Russian guy out, and he basically gave up too on the unit. But we did find, you know, we'd push the start button and nothing would happen. Missy Jen, what did we finally discover that he told us on that visit? If she opens the door and shows you guys what we do to start the unit. Of course, it's already kind of on.
There are actually magnetic switches all the way around the outside of the drum.
Mm-hmm.
And they actually initiate, when they initiate contact,
Okay.
then it'll start the machine. So we actually have to manually start the machine.
And we do that by giving it, you don't turn it, instead of pushing the power button, what we do is we give that drum a good solid spin. Now it's already been running today, so it's not going to go through that start mode. It will go by the button.
It's already on because
it's already on.
inside.
But the important thing that I really want to drive home to you guys is, apart from that and having to spin the drum to engage the power, we've had no issue. And this is the fifth year and 4th review that we've done on the LG combo washer dryer. Now, a lot of people worry, Jen, will the clothes get dry enough when you use a combo washer dryer? Remember, it's a sealed unit. It goes through the wash cycle. Then it goes through the dry cycle, and a little chime tells you when it's all over. You come over and...
It's great.
Yep.
There's one thing that is very important to do, and that's actually after every wash, you have to do this. In here, in the seal here, there's this drain hole here. And there's always like dust and debris that collects in this area here. And that will sometimes plug up this hole here, this drain hole here. And sometimes also go through that drain hole and go to the lines and plug up the lines. So you always, after every wash, clean out all the debris out of here. And also, like with your fingers flat, go like to here, to the bottom part. And clean the entire
Yeah, Missy Jen's very
lint and
yeah.
everything off of this, seal off here, and this dispose of that.
Yeah, Missy Jen's very meticulous about cleanliness. Yeah.
Prevent. This down here is like a.
There's a little drain to remove a filter if it gets clogged with hair and things.
You can prevent that from clogging up by just keeping that always clean after every single wash.
All right.
And
so if you were going to rate this after now with 5 years of usage, week in, week out, multiple times a week, and there's our bleach tray and our detergent tray. Jen, have you been impressed with the durability of this unit?
I'm very, very pleased with this unit.
You know, some people wrote after some of our reviews and they wondered, did the clothes get dry enough? They don't immediately feel bone dry, but when you take them out and they're exposed to the air for a minute, they just immediately, boom, all moisture just goes.
If you have like thicker stuff like sweaters and you have them bundled up and you pull them out, they're a little damp. But once you take them out and you just unfold them a little and hold them up for like 10-15 seconds, they
just get dry.
Immediately dry out.
Yeah, they said the spin cycle's so aggressive and it's so so strong. It's features I've liked that I'll point out, Missy Jen. I like the fact that you can do pre-wash. When you pick your mode, here we can finally demonstrate, Jen, because it has switched off, how we have to start it. We just grab it and spin it, and then it starts. You can pick your mode like hot and normal. And you can actually hit a pre-wash mode. You can put extra rinse, and you can also add extra water to it, which I really like. And you have your variable times for how dry you would like that to be. So I've been most impressed with the versatility that it offers. I'm going to switch off positions with Missy Jen. I'm going to talk about some mechanical things that I think make this superior to having a separate washer dryer unit. Okay, so if you had to rate this on a scale of 1 to 10.
Another thing, this actually injects the water with high pressure, and therefore it's very efficient, high efficiency, and that means it uses very little water.
Good point.
And saves water.
Yeah, especially in California where we pay a fortune.
Keeps your water bill.
Yeah, that's the thing that first surprised me when I first got it was when you look at the fill line, you'll only ever see water just around the bottom 1/8 of the drum there, and you wonder why does it? If you're used to machines that just fill up the whole front loaders, doesn't happen.
This doesn't happen.
Yeah, this is very conservative water. We've never had an issue with cleanliness. I haven't.
So with that, another thing you have to make sure is that you always buy the HE detergent.
Yeah, we got it around here somewhere. Yeah, I'll pass this to Missy Jen, and this is
this label here, HE.
It's not going to foam as much, and it's going to be specifically designed for these type of machines. So I'm going to switch off with Missy Jen because I want to talk about an important mechanical feature in the design that's probably coming into play and making this really good. So, okay, I'm going to switch off. One thing that I've taken this thing apart electronically every which way when I was trying to get trying to repair so that the front button mode would work. Well, now you see we just started by turning the drum. It's kind of like jumping a car. By engaging the clutch, if the battery's dead, you can start the motor turning. If you're on a downhill, pop the clutch and turn the ignition and starts. Well, that's, it's something we've gotten used to. It's not much of a detriment when you think about it. It takes about 3 seconds to do that. But what's really important here is direct drive. Okay, the difference between this and a lot of units and separate standalone power and washing machines units is they'll have a motor and it'll be belt driven around the drum, okay? And those belts wear out, and that's what results in having to have all the service calls all the time. With a direct drive, your motor is engaged with a good metal gear onto the gear on the drum. You're not using a belt, so a belt doesn't have to be replaced. This really gives durability, and if I was going to get one of these units, any kind of it, I would make sure that it had direct drive and did not have belts. LG, I think the quality's been very good for the LG, and when I take the cost of about $1,200 and I now put it over 5 years using it week in and week out, the economics of this unit are getting better every single week that we use it. I have no doubt in my mind that given the electronics that I now know of and the direct drive feature of this, I have no doubt that this unit could probably go 10 years. And therefore, when you take that 10 years into $1,200, you're $120, you're basically $10 a month to have this unit, which is really getting down to the fantastic level of the economics of it. So overall, we'll wrap it up with us two in here, and we'll give our final rating after 5 years and our 4th review here on YouTube of the LG Combo Washer Dryer Unit. By the way, for those of you who may be wondering, this front loading combo, the model number that I ended up purchasing was the model WM3987H. Okay, the one designed specifically for the high efficiency detergent. Okay, so let's get Missy Jen in here. Time for the final thoughts with Missy Jen on our LG Combo Washer Dryer. What do you think, Jen, having used this now for, you'll be coming up on 5 years in April on the Rancho. What do you think? Wrap it up.
I give this a plus.
A plus. Wow, that's pretty strong after all.
Because nowadays, when you buy units, they usually have already the first issue after the first year, and then another issue the following year, and after 3 years you can pretty much ditch the machines and replace them. And this unit is going strong and is consistent, so A plus.
I'm going to go an A plus too, because my friends did get, you remember the Boston Janet, they did get a new washer and dryer. And they had to have the service guy and a dishwasher too. They had to have service guys come in and check them. It wasn't even a year old, so we're very happy. I'm going to give this an A plus also. I have been awful pleased. Yeah, it's not that, I don't even think about it like jump starting it now to get it going. It's just a routine sort of thing.
Just open the door, reach in,
just because it works.
And toss it in, and that's it.
Darn well. So there it is, A plus after this is our 4th review after 5 years of the LG Washer Dryer Combo. A plus from the Norwegian Princess. I'm going to give it an A plus also. And I'm looking forward to the next 5 years. And next year, when we do our 6-year use review. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. Thumbs up are appreciated. And whenever you're looking at buying something, a lot of people are anxious on YouTube to get a video of, I'm going to review the product right away. Those early reviews are useless on there. You want to find reviews that have gone for 2, 3, 4, 5 years. That's what you should really, really care about. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. Mwah.